Hey, what up, everybody? Steve Breach coming to you. I've been seeing a lot of stuff lately about Undertaker not doing Wrestlemania this year. In my honest, heartfelt, thing, I don't want to see Undertaker wrestle this year at WrestleMania. I think that last year was the crowning achievement. I think that it put a real sort of record or a cap on his career. It's mostly built around the streak of WrestleMania instead of how most guys is built around how many championships they won or other accomplishments along the way. For some reason, they put WrestleMania as a bigger accomplishment than anything else, being trying to say that all of his matches at WrestleMania are like game sevens of the World Series or the Super Bowl, seeing how WrestleMania means more than Backlash or SummerSlam or any other pay-per-view along the way. I think that I think that Undertaker is in the plans for WrestleMania this year, and that's why they went off in the directions that they're going right now, with us saying, Rock versus Cena for one more time, and then you would have to think of who's going where, and Undertaker versus Punk makes the most sense right now. I think that Undertaker is going to show up, and I think Undertaker is going to do WrestleMania sooner than later, for the reason that Undertaker has respect for the business, and he knows that he can't really tell them that he's going to be there and be put in the plans. I mean, everybody's known all along that Mania was in the plans for the Undertaker, and that he was going to be there. It's just for some reason right now, the big question is in the air if he's going to do it, and if he doesn't do it, what is CM Punk going to do along the way? Undertaker's been a guy that has been, I guess you can say, the judge of the locker room, and I don't think he's gonna give. I don't think that he's not going to show up and help CM Punk. I think that he had his problems with CM Punk in the past. Everybody knows the story about when they were over doing one of the UK tours, and Punk was the champion. Undertaker didn't felt that he dressed the part there was, and then they got into a little bit of a verbal debate on what a champion should look like, and little time down the road, CM Punk was stripped of the title, and most can point the finger at Undertaker as being the guy that went and said that he wasn't ready for the spot he was in, and then he needed a little bit more seasoning before he was there. But I think he can see that CM Punk is the one guy that has made the title mean more than anything with his last run of over 400 days. I just think that Undertaker would go to the show to give everything he can do, that knowing that even by Undertaker having a match with Punk and being in that series, it's going to mean more than their series that they had back on SmackDown back in the day when they were feuding over the title, and Big Teddy Long was screwing the Undertaker. Most people don't even really remember that series of matches they had over the title back then anyways. But a WrestleMania match is going to mean more than anything, and I think that Undertaker knows that he has to be there to help patch the road to where WWE's going in the future, and by him showing up and winning a match, it's actually going to help CM Punk in the long run as being a bigger, more famous name for the business, and plus it adds another name to his list. So I don't know where the story's coming if people think that he's actually not going to be there, but I honestly think even if he's not at 100%, he's going to show up and he's going to give as much as he can. And CM Punk is a guy that Undertaker can come to and say, I'm not all the way there, and they can build the match around what they can do, and I think it'll still be really, really good. I don't know if anything can live up to the past two matches that Undertaker's had with Shawn Michaels and Triple H the last 4 WrestleManias, but I think every year people look for some sort of start of a decline, and you can think that almost every year the bar gets lifted higher and higher with Undertaker in WrestleMania. He hasn't wrestled since, I don't think he's wrestled a full match since WrestleMania last year, and he hasn't made an appearance since Raw 1000 back in July. But I don't know, I think Undertaker right now is somewhere busting his ass to get into shape to make sure he can be at the big show, help out. If Punk doesn't have somebody to be there, I think you can slide him into Cena versus Punk, make it a 3-way. I apologize. Slide him into Cena versus Rock, make it a 3-way. That's another match that I think a lot of people would love to see. Would boost him up as much. You can have him pull an Edge and just straight up steal the SmackDown title if you really wanted him to have in a title match. If you wanted the best match possible, you would have to stretch some storylines around. But I think everybody in the world has wanted some sort of a WrestleMania match of Daniel Bryan against CM Punk at WrestleMania. Anybody that knows anything about their past and the indies and all that jazz, how close these guys are. Even if there is no title involved, even if the storyline sucks, like it did last year, when they were fighting over who was really the best in the world, and they were fighting over AJ and a whole bunch of shit that didn't matter. A WrestleMania match, I think a lot of people would go home happy with. So, in my opinion, Undertaker's going to show up. But if he doesn't, there's things that they can do, and CM Punk wouldn't look worthless in the long run. So we'll be all right. Peace out, guys.